Hey guys, it's Natural Juan here, and yeah, if you can probably find out, this isn't an ordinary video, and this is also not exactly normal. I mean, this isn't one of those videos wherein I introduce stuff to you, or I play games, or tell stories. This is a very serious issue for me, and I take offense to it. I'm really sorry. I'm really sorry if the weird tabletop role player Cobra you see on the videos. Well, that's not me right now, okay? I really wanted to talk about this for some time now. I mean, 3 days ago, for you non Filipinos out there, I want you to know that many years ago, back when I was a kid, the Philippines was one of the leading people when it comes to English speaking in Southeast Asia. We were some of the best. In fact, there was a lot of anime back then. What anime do I remember? Voltus 5, Yaiba. Yaiba is an anime created by the same guy who made Detective Conan, I think. But anyway, back in those days, Filipino English was some of the best you could find around the area. There were few, I think even in the 80s, there were few other nationalities that were as good at it as we were. But now that's not common anymore. That's not a thing anymore, sadly enough. So recently, about a few days ago, I found out that yeah, once again, the Filipinos are at the bottom of things when it comes to education in Asia. It really hurts for me to hear that because I myself am a licensed teacher. Now, okay, I'll admit it. I wasn't exactly the best teacher there was. Not in my batch. I don't know. I'm not really that good as one would expect when it comes to teaching, at least in a classroom setting. But it's really sad to find out that stuff we used to take for granted, that's not a thing anymore. And a lot of people will blame the government, they will blame gadgets, they will blame all kinds of things. But sad part is, they don't think of an actual solution, something that'll actually help with our situation. And it is sad. Okay. Another thing I'll tell you guys is again, back when I was a kid, I don't remember when that was, but it was around the time I was a teenager. I'm 30 years old now. I'm 33 to be exact. So yeah, I'm pretty old. But anyway, back then we had these shows called let me think. Let me try to remember those titles. There was Sinescuela, Martinique, and Apple. Now, let me tell you about these shows. Martinique was a TV show that taught kids mathematics. Apple tried to teach kids about English. Sinescuela is about science. But we don't have those shows anymore. Or even if we do, they're just relegated to a bunch of, I don't know. Last time I checked, they were just part of some unknown TV channel. Nowadays, all we see are news that's not good for children, okay? Like, all you hear about is terrorist attack, killings, oh, and then you have these soap operas that help. I guess Filipinos are just trying to imitate, Mexican soap operas and stuff like that, Latin American soap operas, and I don't really think there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, life imitate. Actually, that'll be a point later on, but yeah, there's nothing wrong with being creative, with choosing to do shows like other people. Everybody's done it. I mean, big comic book companies, DC with Batman and Superman, Marvel Comics with Spider-Man and Iron Man, they've been imitating each other for years now, for decades. So there's nothing wrong with the shows we have. But I will say is I'm kind of hoping that they'll come out with something that'll genuinely educate kids. Maybe go back to shows that educate that provide kids with some education like math, science, or English, because it really hurts for me to hear that we are once again at the bottom. And take note, ladies and gentlemen, especially you parents out there, the fact of the matter is, with this COVID situation going, all of us are trapped in our houses. The kids are just stuck with their modules, and I tell you, it's not really that effective. Let's be honest here. Let's get to the point. The modules aren't as effective as they say they are. Somebody might say, yeah, but really, it's effective because it's the parents who are actually doing the modules. Don't look at me that way. Don't look at me that way. That's probably what's happening. That's why they're saying it's effective, because the parents are the one that's doing the actual modules. So no, it's not effective for actually teaching the kids. You want to be effective? Why not make a televised program? Like, put it on TV where kids can see it. Just like with the shows I mentioned, like Sinescuela or Matinik. Let's go back to that. And to heck with what other people say. To heck if they say, oh, my soap opera is gonna get moved or delayed. So what? You're doing these shows to educate kids. Soap operas are just for entertainment, right? So, which is more important? Let me also tell you that the Mexicans have actually done this. And with them, it actually is effective. Well, maybe they have the same problem. Maybe the parents are also doing their modules in Mexico. I don't know. But it'll be, I really think, my opinion as an actual teacher, it will be more efficient and more helpful for our kids if we dedicate a little bit of time on TV channels for learning. I think that'll really help out a lot, because the kids can hear and see how things are done. And on another note, I'm also going to tell you guys that currently I'm planning a long Pathfinder campaign for a child where I live. I'm going to do it because I think it'll help her, even in time. And whoever's listening out there, let me tell you this. We have to put the fun back in learning, just like with the TV shows I mentioned. Because the modules are just killing the kids, man. Let's be honest. It's killing them. That's why you hear stuff about a student committing suicide. Because so yeah, I'm going to try to put the fun back in learning. I'm going to try to play Pathfinder First Edition with a kid near me with all the variant rules. It'll be hard for her. It'll be hard for me. But at least she's learning something and she'll have fun along the way. So, yeah, that's it for this recording. I hope someone out there is listening